Hi.
Hello.
What is your name?
I'm Nikki.
What is Holistic Wellness Solutions about?
Yeah, so you are doing this podcast here, and I think we talked about doing an interview for holistic wellness. So I started a sort of a new project about holistic wellness, and I'm trying to get people less stressed and to give them a better quality of life by just finding simple, easy ways to reduce stress and find more time for the things they love.
What is your mental health issues?
I've struggled with a few things over the years, mostly just anxiety and PTSD, but I'm hoping that by working with other people, I can help to share my story and help others who might have similar stories.
What are your successes to do with mental health?
Well, I've helped a lot of people with their personal mental health. I find that mental health is so important. Without mental health focus, I think that a lot of people tend to use, they might be using drugs or alcohol or things like that, for people that aren't supported. So I think it's good to just remember to be friends with people and to make them smile and make them feel like they're welcome every day.
How can people reduce their own stigma and discrimination towards mental health?
Yeah, so I found a few ways. I write a blog as well with my website, and so a few ways that I found that help people reduce stigma is just to identify it when you see it. So if you have somebody who's in a lineup and they say a derogatory comment towards people with disabilities, I always tell people right away, I say, I don't think that's appropriate and I don't think that it's a good thing to say in public. But might I suggest using certain words that would be similar, but just in a different way that's kinder and more including and accommodating. So I think with reducing these stigmas, you have to be able to be that brave person to stand up and say that's not right, and let's try and make something happen a little differently so that people feel like they're welcome no matter where they go.
How can people keep their body and mind healthy?
Well, there's a lot of ways. I'm sure you know that, Krystian.
Yeah, can you name me some examples?
Yeah, sure. Walking, jogging, definitely eating well, so being mindful of how much you eat and how often you eat and the kind of things that you eat. As well, too, I find meditation and yoga are big things for me that keep my mental health in check, because without that, I find that things can get very stressful and hectic, and it's always nice just to take a deep breath and remember that things are okay. So,
why did you want to get into holistic wellness?
Well, I've been doing health and wellness related stuff for probably 8 years, and I feel like I'm at the end of my health journey. I've lost weight, I've been going to the gym regularly, I eat very well, and I feel like it's time to pass that along to other people to help them with their goals. So hopefully we can get some healthy people in this world, right? And make sure that it's more on the principle of, not just weight loss or not just, being bulky, like some men go to the gym and they want to be really bulky or do that. I find that you got to think about it as like, how do I feel with my wellness? How am I feeling today versus tomorrow versus yesterday, in all areas. So
one question I never asked you is, what about people who have an eating disorder who goes through the diet industry and they are really and they get to be anorexic because they went through that fiasco?
Yeah, so I think with food and wellness, it's all about relationships. So you got to just remember, like, when it comes to food, we have a relationship with it, right? So for a lot of people, it's, you eat so that you can keep going. You eat so that you can fuel yourself to do what you do every day. But for some people, if you don't fuel yourself, there's a lot of issues that come up, a lot of health issues. So you have to just redefine your relationship to food. And hopefully these people that have health struggles like anorexia or bulimia or these kinds of things, they can recognize that if they change how they see food and how they relate to it, then perhaps they can create better ways to eat and better ways to accept food in their life.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much, Krystian.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.